Well, hey there, and welcome to our new weekly Triforce Blitz and the Silver Gauntlets. We're going to be here today with quite a few runners running what we call the Triforce Blitz, which is a new, or relatively new, way to play Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I've got my two co-commentators with me today, TheQueenHelena and...
Hi. Hey.
And me,
hey.
Alex.
And Alex. And Alex. So hopefully we'll be able to get into this relatively quickly. On you go.
I was just seeing that we have Chuckles, so I was like, oh, sorry.
Yep. Yeah. Chuckles, Eligachua, Cola, and Baby Shark.
Yeah.
And the seed even has...
I like these seeds because they can be pretty fast. But you have to think about your steps.
Yeah.
Very much so. And the seed even has the silver gauntlets in it, so...
Yeah, I mean, then we know it's going to be a good run. It's going to be nice to the runners, of course. But looks like our first warp song is Serenade, which is not the bestest warp song, but, you know, it can help, at least in the early parts in the game, especially as child.
Yeah, getting that easy, quick way back to Temple of Time for age change when you're a child is quite nice, so... And... off we go.
Alright, looks like we got two of the runners checking the pedestal.
Going through it really fast.
Yep.
Power 7, Wisdom, I didn't see that. Oh, we got Path 0. Oh, Wisdom is 2 and Courage is 0. So we got some pretty short paths today.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, that Path of Courage being a step 0 is going to definitely be interesting where that Path of Courage will be.
And
always good.
Long path to Wisdom, so we're going to get a lot of Wanderer hints.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a good amount of Wander. I mean, Lon Lon, it's probably first song, but could be the two items in Lon Lon. We will have to just wait and see.
And for those of you who are new to Triforce Blitz, essentially we are looking for the 3 Triforce pieces here. They can only be in dungeons, but items to get through those dungeons can be outside of them. And basically, each piece is given a number. The number is just how many checks that are required to go through before you can get the Triforce piece itself.
It looks like Chuckles went a little bit money farming there earlier. I forgot that Rupee is there. Was that DM?
Just to have it worthless.
Yeah.
Because Rufio just gave us a lot of cash. Death Mountain Raider, Way of the Wanderer.
Okay, so Death Mountain Crater, I mean, could be... Oh, nice! Can we see what's in it yet?
I think that's just a empty bottle. No, that's Ruto's letter.
That is Ruto's letter.
I don't know if that's technically supposed to be Song of Time locked, or if that trick is part of the logic.
It uses standard logic.
Okay.
Zelda's Lullaby.
On Song of Storms check. You love to see it, because that gives you another song check in this area.
Just nicely sat in the graveyard as well, just easy to pick up.
Yep. Deku nuts there.
Andrew being generous as always and giving a heart piece.
Yeah. I've had some seats where Andrew gave me some pretty nice items. You always love it. Also, another thing about these settings, we have chest size matches content and texture. So this big chest right here.
Here we go.
A scale.
A scale.
Now, for that scale to be logical, there needs to be something in that requires the scale, obviously. So maybe like a scale lock scale or a check that we need a silver scale for. So
So if
I
we
did-
find a bomb bag, um, we do have fountain access.
Yep, we have
Within
fountain
logic.
access. Yep, child fountain access is in logic.
And Ice
and
Cavern
river.
can actually be like done in 2 steps if we find a bomb bag.
Yeah. Yeah. So we also have ZL too. So yeah, ZL, Brutal's letter.
Yep, Rudo's letter would be 1 step for Ice. Another one would be then ZL because
we need ZL in order to get into
to get as adults. Yeah,
as adult. Yeah.
if we find the bomb bag though, then no,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that for child, but it'd still be 2 steps for Ice.
Oh, it's just something to think about. I'm always on Team Rush Ice. Was that Jabu Jabu Path of Courage?
I didn't quite catch it. I keep trying to catch what's in the TARDIS, which looks like either a wallet or a bomb bag.
Yeah, Lake Shortcut exists too. So it already, if there's another scale, then Jabu Foolish. Kind of, it would make sense actually.
Jabu was foolish. Okay. I
mean, there's not many checks in Jabu anyway, which, it doesn't cross
Yeah.
too much off the list.
Yeah,
But
but
as
you know, it's like we
That's
have
my-
the shortcut, so like Jabu doesn't take too much time.
But what
Sorry.
I'm saying,
This is very true.
Tobias, is just that if there's a bomb bag, then it removes the scale from the step as well as that bomb bag towards Ice Cavern, because then that would make it 3 steps.
Yeah, and the Minuet of the Forest bringing you to get Song of Time as adults. So getting quite a few nice early songs. Well, I mean, Song of Time isn't the best, but at least it's out of the way.
I mean, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to pay attention to these hint stones over here. They just go. Desert Colossus. Or something.
Yeah,
We have-
but Ice can be done in 2 steps if we find a bomb bag or another scale.
I mean, we could have. Oh, there's.
Oh,
there's
there
Bob.
we go.
That is a path to wisdom.
And bombs this early are always really nice to see. They just open up so much.
I mean, bombs in general are nice. It always sucks, like if you're like
Oh,
an hour
just,
into the sea.
now that just puts, if there's bombs in there. So that means that Ice could be now done in 2 steps.
Which is good to see. I mean, well, it opens up something as an option.
Yep.
Also, Song of Storms on Lon Lon's Child means that like they've got Zelda's Lullaby, they've got Song of Storms,
Oh yeah, that's
and bombs.
Well, now can be what's there, because again, that's 2 steps as well.
I mean, well, it's just a very good location to check in general.
But I mean, it's really good because it's 2 steps. Like, quite a few of its checks are 2 steps.
And we can see Ilagacha's screen is the one that's displaying the music, so we're getting nice original music this time.
Aww. Yeah. I mean, I know
We
wouldn't
started
really-
with Serenade. ZL was in the windmill.
Yep. I mean, let's face it, we basically started with ZL. I mean, it was like literally the first song.
OGC Foolish, thanks game.
I mean, that's entirely possible. I mean, but we can't ignore the bombs.
Yeah, it's likely that it could just be bomb locked in the well.
I mean, anything's possible at this point.
So, well, actually, the checks that are only storms locks are just one step.
Yeah.
Anything ZL locked or bomb locked is 2 steps.
Yep.
Mm.
But
Yeah, and we have an early well play coming here from Ilagacha as well, which isn't too surprising.
We're gonna see some early well. I love it. Yeah, no, I've had well bite me in the butt too many times if I have access to it, unless I specifically get a hit saying it's foolish. Like, you never ignore well when you get, like, storms early and CL early, you just do it.
Heck,
Yeah.
I rush well even when doing mixed pools. It's such a... Dungeons are so valuable when you have ER.
Yeah, because, like, well has so many checks, I mean, and it... Yeah,
Oh,
ooh,
that
that's a
might be
big
it right
chest.
there.
Oh, well, there's one of the 3 keys.
Oh,
there's another
that
one.
might be just an... That's probably just an item there, because...
Yeah, that's probably just an item because that's not a 2-step.
Yep.
I mean, wallet is definitely not a bad find, but you know.
Yeah.
Because that could... No, because I don't think we'll be seeing Fire Temple at any point today.
Probably not.
We'd be very unlucky if we ended up finding ourselves in Fire Temple at this point.
Unless we have, like, a Spear, Zero, like, Megaton Hammer.
Oh,
Like,
well.
Oh.
All it takes is 1 key in the, either the bomb locked or the ZL locked areas.
Well, I'm just trying to think of our, like, Path 0 location where that could be, because obviously it's gotta be in maybe a same location as one of the other 2 Triforce pieces.
It actually can be like early. Oh, it's a slingshot. But it can be in a lot of places.
That could technically put Deku into Logic, potentially, if Deku is needed.
And unfortunately, we saw Baby Shark just not getting the last red rupee in the child shooting gallery. And
This is not one of the Child Shooting Gallery is not one of the games she likes to play.
to be
That's
fair,
probably an
I
item. Yep.
bomb choose nice. Oh, and that was something we didn't mention as well. Is that in Triforce Blitz we had chest size means content, or texture means content rather. Bomb choose are
Bombs in
included.
Logic.
And there we have the Triforce piece.
Yep. And since bomb shoes are in Logic, that also means that Dodongo's Cavern, like, of most of it is actually 0 steps. There's only King Dodongo himself, which is a one-step. Or actually, it's a one-step because... Yeah, let's see.
So the bomb's
No, it's
required
0 steps.
to get into.
Because you don't need to get the bombs in Lon Lon Ranch to get the bomb choose in the well.
I mean, Dodongo could still be a 0 because Spear 0 bombs were a thing, so... Could
Yeah.
still
Oh yeah,
well
very
be
true.
0.
Because they were in Lon Lon.
Yeah. So considering that, so that was probably the first Triforce was probably the Wisdom then, because we haven't found anything for Power or Courage yet, I guess.
I think that's Dodongo's Cavern, maybe Elagachua's next play at some point. Because you really do want to just blitz through as many dungeons as you can, especially in a low step seed like this one.
Even in the higher steps, it seems like Dodongo's is one of those that most people go to anyway, just because it's of the Sphere 0. Especially if there's a Sphere 0 Triforce, it's highly likely to be in there.
Like, once again, unless you get, like, a hint telling you that it's foolish.
Yeah.
Then all you gotta do is just, the bomb 2 set up for the eyes, and then... Well, if it's, if you need it for a song, then. Like, if you don't need to beat the dungeon, just avoid it. Time save is time save. I wonder if we're gonna get anybody peeking early Child Spirit.
We might.
Because we got early Slingshot, which could put Child Side Spirit into Logic, because that's also an item you would need for Child Side Spirit.
Yeah, and it depends on where the... Actually, it's at least one step, depending on where the other slingshot is. Other slingshots, I should say.
Well, I mean, it would technically be a 2-shot.
Oh!
And we have a bow.
It would be a 2-step because you would have the song to teleport there as Child, because you have no other ways of
Yeah,
doing
that's
their
one
Child.
step there. And then...
But then the Slingshot would be the second step.
Yeah, but that's behind another step. So if we find another slingshot, then that's not a step anymore.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it's either 1 or 3 steps.
I mean, it'd still be nice to check early Child Side anyway, like...
Oh,
Ooh,
magic.
Oh wow.
And Hyrule Castle Foolish. Gee, thanks, game.
I mean,
Lost
Harrold
weeds.
Castle Foolish is just like 1 check, so...
Yep. That's
Lost
like...
weeds giving us the bow, and then immediately outside we have Song of Storms giving us magic. I'm trying to think what checks that could possibly open up that they could do. I think most of them are...
I mean, bow, you can do, archery, the archery minigame as adult. Magic.
Yeah, ice was going to be a really good play. I'd set up for ice as well. Get that bottle ready.
Yeah.
But, Wanderer hints, how they work, is it basically points you to one of the 2 items, or multiple items, that you can get in the same sphere for the same purpose. For example, let's say you get a wallet, and it's a Way of the Wanderer. Well, then you know that there's a tunic that isn't wallet locked at all.
Oh, yeah.
And that also means that the step count will not increment if you get that wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not hard required, yeah.
And I do believe I saw Baby Shark at Hyrule Castle Stone see Lake Hylia as Way of the Wanderer, which is why she's going to the lake to try and check some of these.
I mean, might as
Good
well
job.
while you're here. Ooh, she
Ooh.
waited a little. Didn't judge the distance too well.
Lake had a bow.
Let's face it.
And,
The fish in Lake Hylia is the final boss of the game. Let's face it. It's not Ganon. It's the freaking fish.
But yeah, since we saw that bow, the scary part is that it actually puts more. It's making it more and more likely that fire could actually be in a low number of steps, because the bow that wouldn't increment the step, and neither would the bomb bag.
Also, I just
It
want
is
to
really big.
I just want to point out that Shark found a hook shot from child fishing.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
Which-
if there's Bolero, that could be one of our. It could be in fire.
Yeah, that could make it to one of the steps. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. Like, this could, we could be being entirely wrong, and we could be end up in the fire at this point.
I mean, anything is free game at this point. Like, you know, like to say, like, it ain't over till, like, the last Triforce piece is found. It's just so interesting to see that basically, pretty much everybody but Shark has rushed well at this point.
Yep.
Also, unfortunately, Triforce Blitz is one of those races that is over even if the last Triforce piece isn't found. Because after 2 hours,
That is true.
the seed does finish.
That is also true. Sorry, I should have meant my statement there. It isn't over until 2 hours or the last Triforce piece is found. Okay, you don't need to call me out there.
Not to be particular or anything.
Yeah, not to be particular, but no, we're all good here. We're all friends here. No, I'm having a blast. But it's definitely interesting. I mean, Shark having a hook shot over the other two players will help out quite a bit, but also Ugata having magic over all the other players is also going to make some interesting plays too.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of that divergence, which can make, show just how varied you can tackle these seeds.
Yeah, but I highly doubt that we need magic for something, but with how low these Triforce pieces are, but you never know.
You always want to grab the item.
Yep, you always want to have it. Having too many items is never a bad thing.
I mean, Link doesn't slow down the more you put in his inventory.
Rudo Training Ground is a bomb bag. Okay. That is interesting. Rudo Training Ground Center is a bomb bag.
But that's like a lot of checks, so I don't see that happening for a while.
No.
I think Elgato is thinking what I'm thinking, and the Russian Dodongo.
I mean, Russian Dodongo is definitely not a bad decision. And he could also just...
Oh.
He didn't get it. Oh well.
And we see Cola opting not to go the route of child fishing and actually warped out before he went there, but taking an early child spirit to see if that could be his other 2-check piece.
What was Minuet behind? Like, what song gave us Minuet again?
Minuet Oh,
Because I'm thinking if since the hookshot's on a spear zero location, we had 2 songs to get to. Since we had a song to get us to Minuet, and we had bombs to get us bow, that Forest is also another likely candidate for power.
Yeah,
Yes,
Forest can be.
That is a 2-step right there.
yeah, because Minuet was on the composer's grave.
Yes, so we needed CL to get Minuet. So that's 1 step, and then yeah, bombs for bow and hookshot with spear zero. So Forest is a likely candidate too. I highly doubt we're gonna see Forest, but
Not yet, until we get more things.
yeah.
Okay.
I know
I
most people.
cannot see that.
I didn't see it either.
It's because the angle was a little bit off.
I think they're actually just gonna try to get it. Well, not get it right now, but like go inside like the thing to reset their timer.
Yeah. I want to see the cute shoe drops. I know that when they're in Logic, they appear.
We did see, did we not see the hint for Crater being
Way of the Wanderer.
Oh, was it Way of the Wanderer?
Yeah. What?
Well,
it's just arrows.
It kind of looks like it's probably the song.
Yeah. So whatever song is on Bolero might not be needed. So we got Minuet, we got Serenade, we got Requiem, we got Song of Time, Song of Storm. So like songs that might not be hard to require, probably like you know, getting to Temple Time, maybe Saria's song. Who knows?
So yeah, we have double Wanderer and Graveyard.
Oh, yeah. And here's Tin's Fire for Elegacha in the DMT Ferry.
Alright, and looks like Chuckles got scammed out of his money on Bumchu Boy. Feels bad.
Saria's song is on OOT.
Oh, Saria's song is on OOT, I didn't see that. Alright.
I just saw that. It was next to Big Goron.
Oh, that was the hint that Agata just got. Okay.
So there's very, very unlikely that we're going to see any Dancing Dads today.
Unfortunate. I mean, just play a wrong song anyway for the fans to see Dancing Dad.
Kakariko Path to Power. Oh my god, there are so many things.
Yeah, we got a song from Kakariko.
Oh my god, you know, the funny thing is actually could be Ice.
Could be Ice, because we also had the Rudo's letter there. Alright,
yeah, very much so.
So the 2 likely places power can be right now is Ice and Forest Temple. Those are my 2 guesses right now.
Especially since there'd be exactly 2 steps with the bomb bag we found.
I mean, it could both be in Ice Cavern and Forest. Like, power could be in Ice Cavern and Forest having Courage. Because that would make sense.
Depending, yeah.
No,
if we find another...
no. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense because that's a 2-step for Forest, so never mind. So, yeah. So right now, Courage, Power is looking like Forest or Ice. No, let's just hope Ice. Rush Ice.
Always rush Ice. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's why I said that I corrected myself, Shanko. Minuet itself is 2 steps, yeah. Well, Hook was in Lake, and Lake in Child Fishing, which is Spear Zero. So. Alright, there's strengths in the DC. I mean, finding strengths this early on is really
and now,
good.
all of the Dongo's Cavern is 0 depth.
Yeah.
because if you have bomb chews, you can actually open the mouth in logic, but
Yeah.
you can't actually beat King Dodongo without strength.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but not in logic.
Yeah, it's a glitch, and that glitch is not logic. I mean, I'm sure our runner here knows how to do the glitch, but it's not
The
a fun
backflip
glitch.
trick is, for me, slightly more annoying than the ground jump one.
Honestly, I've never done either or. I've heard descriptions how to do both, and I'm like, yeah, no, my hands can't do that, fam.
I
That's
managed to do the backflip technique, but I've never tried the ground jump.
Oh, Megaton Hammer being in the Boulder Maze, but the hammer chest in Boulder Maze not having an item. Well, not a required item.
So, because bombs are in Lon Lon Ranch, and you can get through that with bombs, does that mean that your Megaton Hammer is Sphere 0?
Megaton
No.
Hammer would be Spear 1 because you need the bombs to get the hammer.
But the steps are different than spheres.
Oh yeah, true.
Right.
So, still, hammer wouldn't be a 0; it'd still be a 1, though, right? Because you need
Anything
the
will
bombs.
hammer lock, like hard hammer lock, is a step 1 check.
Okay, so we still haven't gotten anything telling us that anything particularly hammer locked is a required item or location. I don't think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, not particularly.
Alright. The Dodongo's
Yeah.
Cavern is clearing this one out.
Yeah, thank you, Tobias.
But yes. Steps means that the item is hard required. Like, there's no other way to do it without glitches. Like
Yeah.
the item from the check, for example. Like, the Dodongo's Cavern is obviously Spear 1 in the spoiler log, but it would be step 0 here.
And there we have Baby Shark
Finally
picking up their
getting-
first Triforce piece.
Yeah,
Here's
but
the
no.
thing, though, Shannock, is bomb chews are also included in the steps because they're in logic. And there was and the bomb chews were not locked by the bomb bag.
Yeah. Also, just another reminder, even though hammer was unlocked by the bombs, we still don't know if we actually need the hammer currently, so bombs could still theoretically not be a step, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
aren't. The only thing that could have made them a step was bomb chew bowling.
But that didn't have anything. And hold on, let me see what Dodongo's Cavern, at least the medallion
I think-
is up.
Yeah, something like that. I know that they're put into big chests.
Alright. So, I
I'm
mean,
not sure if they're
unless
fully
we
unlocked.
get...
I'd have
if
to
we
ask
get-
Illigetwa on that one.
If we get an item from Wax, then that could put bombs as a step. But that's why chews are in the big chest, because they're logical.
I'd have to ask because I know that you don't get chew drops in Triforce Blitz, nor does it do anything different about bomb chew bowling.
Yeah, because you need bomb bag for
But I
bomb
don't
chew
know
ball.
if they're in the step logic.
I haven't seen bomb chews in step logic, but I mean, still, we haven't found a dungeon besides, the Dodongo's Cavern that hard requires stuff. Well, I mean, we had well.
Manually forced. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask that in the interview.
And no, Shannock, we've not found anything else in Lake yet.
Yeah, the only
But-
thing we found in Lake was the hook shot.
Just a sad single weep.
Yeah. Poor...
Faster, but sadder.
Yeah.
Well, Shannock was saying that the bow was found on Ruto's letter in Lake, so
Oh, so that was another bow in... Okay.
lots of
And
bows this
Elgach
team.
was not gonna get that hook shot and
I mean,
stop
that's-
fishing for a while.
That's not a bomb locked. I mean, that's not a bow locked bow either. So
That's
I,
might be what Wanderer is.
yeah, because you do need at least silver scales to get that, but we got silvers fairly early on.
They really should mention that they're like bomb chooser in big chests, which is a difference. I don't think they do. The way that you guys are saying it, they don't change much else other than that. But that is still a difference that'll throw people off.
I'm so bad at like wall peeking in this game.
I was just about to say, like all the runners make it look so easy.
And Shark does us a favor in making it not look easy.
It's always nice every so often when a runner fails to do something, so you can actually see how difficult it really can be.
Yeah.
For
It
me,
doesn't
the
seem-
timing isn't really that bad, to be honest. And I have to do it with C stick these days instead of C button.
I normally use a PS5 controller, so I can't even remember what I use.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy PS5 controller here.
I know. One of the elites, apparently.
Yeah.
I
Obviously.
just use a GameCube controller
I
with an
have
ESS adapter attached to it.
I have a N64 controller that's been altered to have a USB, thing for its cord instead. So that's what I use. So I used to see buttons. I did use PlayStation 4 controller, but I have way more control because notches.
Yeah, notches are something I really miss.
I mean, if you weren't using a PlayStation 5 controller, I would just say, take a nice little knife and carve out little notches yourself.
Just like what they do in Melee, where they carve out them with a knife and give themselves extra notches on the GameCube controller.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, that was freaking Smash Brother competitive players or something else.
So this is a very interesting check from Chuckles here.
Oh, haven't seen this in a while. He's
I've never
attempting to
seen
do
this.
hookless spirit trial. It's possible, but the only thing really bad is just that hitbox.
Silver Rupee hitboxes are malarkey.
Very much so. And with only half a heart that he had, it was looking pretty dangerous. So I very much agree with the decision to
Get that recovery heart.
to pick up that heart.
Pick up that free recovery heart.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah, that
Yeah.
thing is so annoying.
Yeah.
And we do finally have our rushed ice.
I mean, we knew Elle was gonna give it to us sooner or later.
Oh,
come
no.
on.
Yeah, rupee hitboxes are awful.
They
I feel like
are.
shouting out to the ref, you know? Did they even check that?
It's like
I've actually jumped right full through, like, full body link through it, and it still didn't
oh my god.
register.
It's like Demander replay.
Yeah, like in tennis, like just get them to recall it and just count it as as got at this point.
Oh my god. Poor Chuckles. Like, I applaud him for trying to do this check. Like, I mean, we know where that hook shot is, but you know,
Exactly. He doesn't actually know, but
I keep forgetting that Ganon's Castle trials.
Oh,
are,
there's a big
are good
chest and map chest.
Oh,
oh,
are we gonna? Is it gonna be our Triforce piece? That is the
Ooh,
question.
that's unfortunate.
I think Chuckles is at the point where it's, you know,
Yeah.
oh my god, you've invested so much time into this.
I mean,
It
he
feels
might as
bad
well
to pull out.
through it. I don't think if he does, and he does, I don't think he'll come back to it till he has a hook shot. Now,
Yeah.
I don't
Makes
see him
sense.
coming. I don't see him coming back since he
And
died.
there's our
Triforce
piece.
There's our
piece!
piece.
Power.
That's probably our power. That's most definitely our power piece.
Wow.
Okay, so now it's just
You called it from
I
the
said it
start.
would have been in ice. I said throughout the entire thing, just like, oh, this might be ice. This might be ice.
it can't be Child Side Spirit because that is at least 2 steps to get. Oh, Chuckles is coming back for this. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's at the point where he's angry at the game and wants wants to know that he can do it. I've been in that position before.
I mean, I've gotten that way with the one skip before, where like I've done this several times. I've done it several times first try, and now when I'm actually gonna do it for something, it's taking me a million tries, and then me also remembering, oh wait, I have bumps.
And even with those bombs in your face, you're like, well, now I can't
Oh my god,
not do
got it.
bait and skip. Yeah,
Got it.
eventually.
Yeah,
Alright, but
so the only
is it
thing
worth
hard
it?
about that trick is just that particular
Setup.
rupee. It's just the rupee itself. It's not even the setup. The setup's
Oh,
pretty
true.
clean. It's the rupee is awful.
Oh, it
no.
wasn't even anything. It was just a key.
Oh my goodness, there's something big here.
Oh, there's
wow.
something big in Ganon's castle. You don't see that in the tower climb too often.
And it's a bottle.
It's not a big pode though, so I mean, bottle's a bottle.
Yeah, a bottle's a bottle, no matter where you picked it up. Yeah, I think GTG.
Also, can we just praise Ugata for just doing that wasteland right there?
Oh my god, that might be it. So, we might see another hook shot with, like, it being also.
Rudo training ground. Well, we know what's in the middle one.
So, what we could have is, like, Epona's song is Way of the Wanderer in Trail.
Because we have the hook shot, and we have...
We have Hookshot in Way of the Wanderer Lake, and we have an unknown song in Way of the Wanderer. Oh, actually, speaking of unknown song, we're about to get that soon. And I'm pretty sure it's Epona's. Yep,
it is Epona's.
So there's probably like a long shot somewhere. That isn't Epona's locked. But it would definitely put GTG on the map.
Very possibly.
I mean, we're gonna find out very soon enough if there's something in GTG.
Oh, it can be in the first. There's right side is hard bomb locked, but other the other couple of checks.
That is true because of the freaking BMOS.
It's not a sphere for steps. It's Oh, that actually gave me a fright for a second. I thought it was actually.
That's gonna
that,
be
but
our
no.
that was gonna be our 0 Triforce team.
But I think. Oh my good. Oh, that's the bomb bag. That's right.
Yeah, the middle chest
Yeah.
is the bomb bag, but there's another big chest though, and that's by the Song of Time block. So like, not necessarily technically hard required Song of Time, but you need
Oh no.
but I was gonna say you need at least 2 keys to get that without Song of Time.
Logically,
right
you need
side.
all 9 keys to do right side if you don't have Song of Time.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Whoa. Oh. That's.
Oh wait, we're getting
Um,
4 from Baby Shark. That actually surprises me. I bet you Shark is probably thinking that this is somehow her power and not thinking about ice at all.
Yeah. Probably, like, hasn't seen the hint for it, though, to be fair.
What song did we get from Ice Cavern again? I didn't see.
Eligachua left as soon as he got the piece.
I mean, fair. So we don't know what song is on Ice Cavern.
I'm thinking it's probably, like, Song of Time.
So once again, Song of Time is not technically hard required as long as that. Because what I like to do is if I see like a big chest in that right, the Song of Time chest, I'll just do the I'll save with my keys and then open the 2 doors to get to it, and then if it's not anything I need, then I just reset and then continue completing GTG
Oh,
as
yes,
normal.
coming.
And Eligacho,
Yeah.
without that hook shot, is still trying to do all of
Left
the
side.
the hook shot chests without hook shot.
I mean,
It's not
he's a
that
very
bad.
It's not that bad, no. It's fairly easy. I mean, if Death Star can do it, I'm pretty sure anyone could do it with practice.
You gonna take that, Death Star? You gonna take that?
Wow, called out.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm just saying, he's good. Oh, don't look at the VOD.
Oh my god. Furores!
We found both Nerus and Furores.
Maybe we'll find Dins.
Yeah, but no. I mean,
But if Epona is Way of the Wanderer and it is for GTG access, then
this could be technically a 0 Triforce piece. GT.
a 0-step Triforce piece. Yep.
Which would be pretty amazing for Elgachi to find after everything they've been through.
I like how he didn't pick up the key chest there.
Knows exactly what he's here for.
And
Yep.
let's see what we get. Oh!
God.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
And that's
yeah,
it.
long shot is somewhere.
That's incredible.
Oh my god.
And Cola's gonna find that piece.
All right,
Ew.
let's see if we can get L in here. Oh man,
And that just demonstrates how Triforce Blitz can just
logic
end.
is just a suggestion. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't think bomb shoes are in logic, but I wonder if they actually contribute to steps.
I have no idea.
I can't remember myself, unfortunately.
But now we can see who'll come in second, third, and fourth.
I'm pretty sure if Cola goes to ice, it's pretty much she's going to be in second.
Yeah, because right now he's in the right location, or should I say the left location?
Going to be in the center soon. And I think at this point, like, you just kind of either... Because, is it Cola the one with the bottle? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Hello and GG's.
Hello, GG's.
Congratulations.
Oh man, that was
Hello and GG's.
hello, GG's.
That was a blitz race.
Congratulations.
That was a Blitz race. Yeah. Oh man, that was
Yeah, we were
that was a Blitz race. Yeah.
we were watching the Silver Rupee incident very closely.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine that must have been painful.
Which one? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh wait, am I thinking of the wrong person?
I think you're thinking of the wrong person.
Apologies.
That was Chuckles.
Oh, so it was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I do have one question. I know it's not about the seed itself particularly, but do bomb shoes themselves contribute to steps, or is that like they're just put in big chests just so that you don't go around poking around in the small ones?
Yeah, so bomb shoes and big chests is purely a quality of life thing. One of the goals of Triforce Blitz is to be really fair for like 1-versus-1 competitive races. And so putting bomb shoes in a big chest is a really easy way to kind of make things less reliant on luck. It does not affect the seed logic at all. So only normal items that could ever be hinted path in a normal seed could ever be counted as a step. So bomb shoes are never going to be a step to anything.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Well, today I learned.
All right. I mean, it's always good to learn new things, anyway.
as always, TSG being very educational.
Yeah. But no,
That's-
I mean, you rushing ice there. What made you think that ice was one of your locations? Like, walk us through what you were thinking.
Yeah, so this seed is very crazy because you get a 2-2-0, and so that, and especially with a Lon hinted path right away, that made me think there was an infamous seed in Triforce Blitz history where all 3 Triforce pieces got put in bottom of the well, and that was also a seed where Storms was in Lon. So I was like, immediately I was thought, oh no, like Lon-Lon's going to have Storms. But since it's a 2, you probably need ZL as well. So that's why I didn't just like immediately rush Child. So I'm thinking that maybe both Power and Wisdom could be in bottom of the well, and then I need Explosives to get Courage, which is probably in Dodongo's Cavern or Ganon's. And so I'm literally trying to skip anything I can other than like finding Explosives and doing Storm's lock checks and just getting songs for routing purposes. And did bottom of the well and found 1 there. So I kind of had to reevaluate based on that. Ice was definitely a very easy potential 2 because we already had Rudos, and anything in ice is going to require ZL. So that's always going to be 2. There's also potential other options that it could have been. And so really what I tried to do was narrow down the hints a lot and just try to get as much information as I could. Because if ice is going to be path, then we know that Ruda's is going to have a path hint. So that information is going to be out there somewhere. And if I can find it before I have to choose where I'm going, then I don't have to guess. And really the best way to save time in Triforce Blitz is just to go to the right dungeon and don't go to any of the wrong dungeons. So that's why I did DMC. That's why I did Dodongo's Cavern, just to kind of get some more information, narrow things down. And then I found the CAC path along the way. And so I was already thinking about ice before that. But then when I got the CAC path, I was like, okay, for sure it's ice. So I just needed to get the bottle as soon as I finished Dodongo's. And I mean, it was pretty straightforward after that for the ice piece. The real scary thing was the GTG piece because I actually skipped going Ganon's, which with a 0 step is that's very scary. But the DMC Wanderer actually gave me a lot of information because I did all the other checks in DMC and I found nothing. So that means that it's almost certainly pointing to the song. And basically, the only song left that it could have ever been was Epona's. So if Ganon's had the 0 piece, then why is the playthrough ever going to get Epona's? Like, it would never need Epona's for that. So I tried to cut a corner there and skip Ganon's, even though normally I'd probably go Ganon's first for a 0. And I knew that I could do everything in GTG other than the Strength 2 block room hookshotless. So that seemed like the play. So I just I went for it. And sometimes when you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
I figured that was the case as soon as we saw that Lake Hylia was also Wanderer and it had a hook shot.
Oh, well, I never got the Wanderer hint for Hylia, and I never got the hook shot either. So I was just going off of the DMC hint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Only
also,
one person found the hook shot so far, so...
Yep. And also, isn't Epona also hinted Wanderer as well?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was assuming that both hook shots were just going to be out there somewhere. But I mean, if you think you know where it's going to be, and you can do most of the checks there, it's a good strategy just to try and go there and take your shot. And yeah, I mean, in Blitz, you can have 45-minute seeds if you get all the right locations. It's definitely all about going to the right place and reading the hints correctly and skipping as much as you can.
Yeah, execution as well plays a very important role as well. Like, knowing, like, well, I know this is hard to require this many steps. This location is hard to require this many steps. So logically, the pieces can't be here. However, there could be an item in this location that could potentially help me figure out where I need to go. Kind of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sometimes there are seeds with like a lot of bait paths, but even getting the bait paths helps you narrow down where the piece actually is. So in a sense, even though you didn't like hard require those items, it still can be very useful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm overall very impressed with your routing. I mean, you just made the right decisions, and obviously it paid off.
I've got a lot of experience.
Yeah. I mean, that just comes down to any of the shooter games, you know. Risk is just experience and knowledge plays a very big role.
We got our second place finisher, Krez. Just like 54 minutes and 9 seconds. Not that far behind.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably a lot of the same routing that I did, plus Ganon's maybe. I wouldn't blame anybody for going Ganon's this seed.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, we've had a few, at least one person I think, at least was going Ganon on the ones that we're watching.
We had 2 people go into Ganon's. And Chuckles even did a hookless spirit trial.
Wow, I don't even know how to do that trick. I need to learn that. That's pretty good.
So it's not that bad. It's just that one rupee. Yeah, because of how bad the silver rupee hitboxes are.
Yeah, right above that, Beamos's head.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he can just clip straight through it and it doesn't pick it up. So, unfortunately, just one of the great things about playing Ocarina of Time is that silver rupees sometimes just like to troll.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean sometimes.
I mean, hitboxes are just a suggestion in this game, you know.
So this is your first experience commentating Triforce Blitz for many of you, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've played through a couple seeds though, so
Yeah. I've also done some seeds on my own to kind of help. I wouldn't say prepare, but, you know, kind of practice and just kind of learn how it is.
yeah. Cola has the courage piece.
Yeah, Cola's on the right track.
Yeah. I feel like Ko is probably going to be the closest to finishing third, potentially.
Yep.
Chuckles also has courage as well. As oh wait, no, that's not supposed to be the courage piece. That's supposed to be. Oh no, that is the courage piece.
No,
Never mind.
power
Yeah.
piece is like
Yeah.
stacks.
Power piece is the. Yeah, I got myself confused for a second. I'm good. I got there. We're cool.
My favorite is when you think you have a piece and then you realize about 15 minutes later that the piece you got is actually a different piece.
Yeah.
Yep, I know that feeling.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to say Triforce of Power, Triforce of Wisdom, Triforce of Courage.
Yeah, when I was developing the game, I thought about doing that, but that would require doing like additional patching that does not exist already, and I was a little bit hesitant because I'm not as familiar with the patching technology. So maybe in a future season that could be something that I investigate for telling you. But it is kind of fun in a way. It's a unique challenge to not know which one it is. So
You know, that is also fair. I heard that next season we'll be potentially getting free Scarecrow song.
that's what I've thought about. But we'll kind of see how the tournament goes, and then we'll think about season 2 stuff later on. But there's enough new stuff already for season 1 for people who are coming over from season 5 that I didn't want to make any like late changes. There's so much to learn already.
Yep.
But it is really good fun to watch
Yeah.
with a lot of like fast-paced stuff with people doing like a lot of checks quickly, and it's just how quickly everything can change, and it's just a very great new way to play. Honestly,
I would
no,
say
Cola.
Triforce Blitz is pretty cozy, run. You have that nice little 2-hour time limit, and you just kind of try to figure stuff out, and then hopefully those 2 hours, because definitely had seeds where I've gotten tired playing Zelda, Zooter after 2 hours. Where I'm like, why is this? It's like, where's my way of the hero and all the logic stuff it wants me to do and all the fun jazz.
That's fair.
So Triforce Splits has been a nice little break from regular Zooter for me.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. Like, occasionally I wish that the time limit was a little longer because I'm playing like a really crazy 20 path count seed, and I'm like, oh, if I had 15 more minutes, I'd totally be able to get it. But majority of the time, like, it's just so nice to know that after 2 hours, like, you're definitely going to be done. And the fact that there's no go mode makes it very interesting from a player's perspective and also the commentator's perspective, because you don't have to try and fill that time when people are just doing the last dungeons that they need to do. But also, like, if you're playing, like Cole is experiencing right now, every big chest you think, oh, this could be the one, and then I'm done, and then it's not. Or every single final big chest is very tense as a runner, so it's just kind of exciting.
Or it's always nice for like you do some like outside logic stuff that the game doesn't anticipate you doing. You go into a dungeon a little bit earlier or a location a little bit earlier than the game wants you, like the way the seed wants you to go, and you find that Triforce piece, and you're just like, wait, I wasn't expecting it to be here. That's always a nice like thing too, like that little surprise sometimes where like I wasn't planning this.
Chuckles,
you know what I mean?
Ice.
Oh, Cola.
Too bad for Cola there.
We've all been there.
Maybe he'll give up and go to ice now.
Probably not.
Now, once a seed BMs you like this, you have to finish. You have to show it that you can do it.
Yeah.
You gotta have revenge.
Oh yeah, I've definitely done stuff like that before where I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing that happened to Chuckles, which is the Silver Rupee event I was referencing
earlier. Yeah.
I think it was like 6 or 7 attempts to get the Silver Rupee, and then died before he managed to pick up the last one.
Yeah.
And went straight back into it, and we were wondering whether, like, do you just kind of like abandon it at this point? Like, there's that feeling of I have to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can really get you in some seeds when you've cleared too deep down the wrong chain of logic, and you don't really have a lot of time to waste in Triforce Blitz. Like, if you're wrong, like, you just have to go to where the right thing is, and I think Cola is missing like the critical information, right? Because I think that if Cola knew that CAC was path, I don't think he would
probably
be enforced
rush
right now.
immediately to ice. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Shark might have gotten the hint, so might be setting up for ice here. By the looks of it.
But when does she go into GTG, though? That is the question.
I mean, I think she's the only one with Eponas right now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, probably go to GTG after ice, I would assume. Or
Double
maybe-
defense.
That's a nice find.
Yeah, I'm sure Colo is sad that it wasn't wasn't the piece that he needed, though. I'm sure that's just the feeling that you get while you're playing, when you see that chest and you think, "Oh, God, it must be this one."
I'm always
think he has
happy to find
the,
double defense.
And I don't think he has the Ocarina time hints, too. Because that would help him a lot. That would steer him away from Forest.
Alright, well, it looks like Chuckles is about to finish, so I'm going to let him have the spotlight here, but just before I head out, the asyncs are going to open up for the qualifier very shortly, so expect news about that later today. And I think I'll be here next week. I don't know if I'll be commentating necessarily, but I'll be helping out with the qualifier, so lots of good Triforce Blitz action to come in the following weeks.
Alrighty.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming in, and thanks for giving us a great race, and for showing us just how an expert does it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for commentating, and I'll see you guys next time.
Alright.
See you then.
See you later.
Alright, hopefully we can get Chuckles in here.
I think Cola's Russian Ice. Hello, NGG.
Hello.
Oh, GG's.
Oh, you don't even need to ask me. I'll just jump in.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, so that Silver Rupee in Ganon's castle.
I think I realised the issue, and it was I moved the Armos one space further over to the right than what the setup is. That's why when I died and went back, and then I did it first time because the Armos is in the right place.
Yeah, but we were like watching you intensely when you were doing that, because it's like when you died, we're like, are you just gonna like give up and then come back later when you have like the hook shot or something?
Well, I was adamant that it was in Ganon's castle. That 0 piece. I was like, okay, it's in Ganon's, fine, cool, that's nice. And I was just happy to keep grinding out Ganon's to get that 0, because I was also pretty sure the other one was in ice. When I was in DMC and I didn't get an item and I thought it's a Pona song, that's the Wanderer hint in DMC, then I was like, okay, the second one's in GTG, that's fine. I'll go and do that first and then I'll do ice. So eventually it came really good.
Yeah.
Except for Ela is a god. Like, what? Did he go child? Did he? Like...
Yeah, he got the well piece. I believe he was the first one to get the well piece. He rushed well as soon as he had ZL and Song of Storms and bombs. He rushed bombs basically immediately.
Yeah.
And then from there on, it was he figured out Epona's song was required,
DMC.
and so he, in the same way, just knew that it was probably GTG was the 0 path, and just went there, like didn't touch Lake, which is where your hook shot was in the Way of the Wanderer.
Because and I was like, cool, that's it, done. Don't even
Yeah.
Child Fishing had the hook shot.
Child Fishing had a hook shot, which is fine because I was able to do GTG hook shotless anyway.
Yeah. Same thing with L there. He did it as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very early on, I got the letter and I was like, okay, it's in ice. That's it. Like, I'm going to ice. And then I was like, no, I'm going to go to Lon Lon Ranch first. Let's not go for memes and just go ice. Let's actually play logically. And then I was like, no, I still want to go ice.
You know.
Yeah, we had a Rush Ice sentiment building with us as we were watching. Everyone was like, is anyone actually going to rush it? And then when we found the piece and saw Ela get out, it was like, well, it turns out it's always right to rush ice.
Yeah, because
I was like, as soon as I saw the bottle and then we saw the path that hints to wisdom, is like, oh, it's in ice, isn't it?
Yeah, because Ruto's letter was just right there. So it's just like, and we had ZL, so it just made perfect sense.
It's
And
fun
then
having an
finding
ice
that
so
bomb
low.
bag, really took away did make it 2 steps.
Yeah. So then, because of course, when you see a 0 path, your first instinct is DC, because there are bomb bags all over the place. There are strengths all over the place. Like hammers are all over the place. Like it's very easy for DC to be 0.
And of course,
then,
the first chest in DC is a string.
Oh my! When I saw that, I was like, right, that's it. The seed's open. this seed's ready for business. It means business. I was so annoyed with that. And then the second thing you think of is Ganon's with a 0. But yeah, ice being 2, like that's got to be the minimum ice can be, because it's got to be ZL and Ruto's letters. That is the lowest ice can be.
Yep.
It's normally like 10, 12 or whatever.
Yeah,
it can sometimes just be 3, depending on scale or bomb bag. But since we got both immediately, it didn't really matter.
I see Cola is in fire, which is probably a good thing I didn't get that hook shot, because I probably would have gone in fire if I had a hook shot.
Yeah,
So-
both Koa and Shark kind of got baited into Forest.
Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah.
So they got the hook shot from. Yeah, I would have gone Forest as well. Wow, that not. I'm guessing Ela didn't get the hook shot as well, so.
Nope. No hook shots.
The hook shot 8. So annoying.
That's funny because we were actually saying, you always want to pick up all the items. You don't ever want to not pick up an item. But it turns out that the winners of the race are the ones that didn't pick up the hook shot.
I know. Yeah, that's so crazy, isn't it? Like, don't pick up a hook shot. Yeah, you're gonna do good. I mean, I only got the bow accidentally because I was going there to hand in the letter to have a bottle for when I wanted to go back to ice. So the bow was. I know Lake was Wanderer, but
Yeah,
I wasn't doing efficient.
The hook shot or for the bow, it didn't matter which.
Yeah, and weird that I had. It took me a while to think. Like, wow, I don't have. I only just. I don't just have not enough keys for GTG. I have no keys for the maze in GTG. I picked up like 3 keys. Like, where are the rest of the keys?
I also think Ela picked up 0 keys for GTG. He peeked at all the chests and saw that the top.
One.
Yeah, and he saw like the top chest was like that, and he was like, and I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, no, that was the one that makes sense. If that was the Triforce piece, it has to be that chest.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking as well. Like when I saw that, I was like, because that's why the bow made sense for me to the lake wanderer. I was like, yeah, there's another bow somewhere. So this makes sense, right? It's right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And these are so funny because I've got how my live split is set up. I've got splits on them. So like I've got my hand over the hotkey for when I open up a big chest, and I'm like, is it? And it's like, ice arrows? No, I don't want ice
There's
arrows.
the other scale.
Where was that?
That was on the lower heart piece in Zor's River.
Oh, cool. So locked scale technically.
It's also a bomb locked one because bombs weren't locked by scale.
That is
I
also
just found
true.
it funny that it's just there.
Well, I mean, that definitely makes sense for why the scale would technically be, path, because, I mean, we know it's in ice. So,
Oh my
She
goodness.
did also have
But it was
the.
Rudo's letter that was path because that was intact as well.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
assuming the
Shark-
scale is Wanderer in Graveyard rather than the
Probably.
Minuet, which may be why they got baited into Forest because Saria's is on OOT. So that Minuet might have been important to get into Forest.
And
Shark.
unfortunately, Baby Shark has been stuck in this room for
He
5
is.
minutes now.
Yeah, I think Shark is on team delete ice, I believe.
At least it was the piece, but that couldn't have been a nice feeling. I think she got frozen about 3 or 4 times. She fell off the edge twice
Ooh,
and
it's literally
almost died.
It's gonna be literally a race between Koa and Shark to see who'll get their last Triforce piece.
Unfortunately for Baby Shark, is that
Yeah.
Cola's already on the way.
Yeah.
So if she picks up on the Epona song, then
Ooh,
it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, I wonder where Shark's going here, to be fair, because is this just clearing up the Lake Wanderer kind of play? Because does she have Ponas?
Yeah, she has a
Yeah, she got it.
Oh, because she's got the hook shot, so she might be heading to GTG now. So
yeah,
this is awesome.
Definitely
Yeah.
looks like that. I think she was just waiting to get to a better area so a opponent doesn't do weird opponent stuff.
Yeah, as
Horse
Epona
is
is
broken.
like to do. Yeah, horse is broke. Horse is always broke. Especially, I would put a gift sub right on the line that Shark is going to get stopped by this lump in Lake. All right, okay, I owe a gift sub.
I'd already seen that it had happened. I was ahead.
I'm watching.
You're...
I'm watching on Twitch. Why am I watching on Twitch? Like I should be watching.
Why are you watching on Twitch?
Yeah. Okay. I was.
My favorite Epona trick is when.
Cola's dipping out of ice.
Oh.
No.
No. Why did he tip out of ice?
What happened?
He just went to he just Zora King skipped and then got the hint and then left.
What was the hint? I'd forgotten what the hint was there.
Can someone tell us what the hint was? Somebody
Which one was that?
The one before, like on the left side of Jabu.
Is it 20's dead?
Something like that, yeah.
Why would that pull you away from ice?
I
Why would
don't
that
know.
pull you away from ice? Yeah.
Or
There's 20 is dead, and it's one of the other always hints. Something is Prelude. Nocturne is Prelude, I think it is.
Okay, Sean is telling us. No, OC. I'll just say OC because it'd be easier. OC is confirming. Yeah, that was the 20 skulls dead. And look, Chuckle's giving a gift sub. Hey.
Yeah,
nice.
if I wasn't temporally like hindered, I probably wouldn't have needed to give that. But you know, that's like.
You know, I'm sure the Silver Gauntlets will not complain about that gift sub.
Hey, I mean, got to give something back for the
that's
restream.
unfortunate.
I would just call it speedrunning gifting. Gifted subs, doing it faster than anyone else.
I mean, if Shark, decided to buy a shield and not be a team, not buy a shield, he could do the power crouch stab strat here instead of, Deku Nuts.
Which are, as we saw, slightly inconsistent sometimes.
Especially when you have no nuts.
Oh no. That's, I guess it's just firing arrows. That'll work.
CSR lewd.
So, team not by a shield, aka team throwing.
I mean, if anybody's throwing right now, it's Koa.
I'm really curious as to what Cola's logic was here.
Yeah, if we are able to get him into the chat, well, when he's done or
When the timer
whatever.
says he's done.
Yeah.
It
So
might
looks
be
like
one of those things that Cola just doesn't. Maybe is overthinking the amount of paths that ice is. Maybe thinking that
that's true.
That
like
probably-
access,
yeah.
or I don't know.
Like the amount
Very
of steps
possibly.
required.
Yeah,
I definitely want to actually do some Triforce Blitz quals as well.
Hey, if you like logic, this is your game. I hate logic. I don't know why I play.
Well, I mean, you play RSL, so
I hate myself. That's why.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just hate yourself. You're just a huge masochist, that's all. Alright.
And that big
I think-
chest was a condom. It's a nice little meme.
Yeah. I saw Baby Shark see the chest and visibly stop and think, is this it?
Yeah,
Like,
because this is the room that she does not like a lot. I mean, nobody really likes it, particularly the Stalfos room, or just any room with the two
oh
Stalfos.
god.
oh no, she doesn't have a shield.
Oh.
Baby Shark will be the first to tell you that she absolutely hates fighting Lizalfos and Stalfos. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Gerudo Fortress is foolish.
I mean,
wow, okay.
I don't mind the Lizalfos as if you have
About
magic
Dino
me-
Pulse.
if you have magic meter, you could just easily just
If you have nuts, use them.
but she only has 3 nuts.
Oh
kill.
Zero
no.
nuts.
Yeah, this is what I do. Just keep slashing. It works eventually.
She's got nothing going on.
Alright.
There you go. Keep slashing. There we go. There we go.
I just do with no shield. I just do the jump.
Slash it!
Oh, that is
Oh,
Oh,
no,
and
it's
in,
right.
and in RetroArch, if you're sensitive to flashing lights, please look away.
Ah, that's 6 finishers.
Oh, she's got the condom out! Oh my god, yes!
Now you strapped.
Always Zooter safely.
My God,
Hey,
I mean, I
at this point, I'll
honestly
take
do not
anything.
blame her.
Anything to help with killing without a shield.
Okay, Baby Shark wins. She won. Well done.
Yeah,
Use
no,
that
Fastest time isn't important.
She's a winner in my heart. I mean, she's always a winner in my heart. I love Baby Shark. Such a phenomenal person.
It was actually her birthday yesterday, so
Yes.
happy birthday to Shark.
Yep. Happy
Ah.
belated birthday to Shark.
We can see that Ocarina of Time is giving her a wonderful present.
Hey, and she did it.
Shieldless Stalfos.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
Baby
shieldless
Shark
is so
only
annoying.
restream bracer to Zooter safely. But
And
at least
also
she
doesn't have to do hookless GTG.
No. Fortunately. But it kind of sucks for the runners that.
And as we saw, apparently for some reason, getting the hook shot just makes you slower.
Yeah. Why do you need to be in places where that hook shot locked?
I mean, obviously, Hookshot was just DLC this race, obviously.
Yeah. The true DLC of Ocarina of Time. The hook shot.
I'm just glad we didn't see, like, iron boots or, like, hover boots or, like, dense fire or anything, like, crazy like that. But
Yeah,
with
we
how
were pretty
low-
lucky with the Triforce layout that Shadow was never going to be a thing. Like, I think it's minimum of 3 to even get into Shadow, so disregard
Yeah.
Shadow whatsoever.
Yep.
What would you say is your like thought process when it comes to like you see a 2-2-0 like at the start of the race? Where's your mind kind of going at that point?
Try and be as quick as possible.
Just go. Just
Yeah,
just
just
no thought.
rush the dungeons. Like I didn't do Child Lost Words. I didn't do a lot of the like normal kind of zootery, routing that you would do. I was like, what dungeons can I get in as quickly as possible with the least amount of items? And it bodes well with these kind of early ones. When you see like a 6, then you got to think, well, 6 path items, but potentially overall, maybe
Yeah.
11 items required. So you've really got to be more thorough in that instance.
Yeah. It's like, when you start seeing, like, 6 or, like, higher, it's like, okay, where's my, yell? If you just
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it.
Yeah, where's my minuet and things like that? Like, yeah, it's kind of these ones. That I think that what makes splits really interesting is that depending on the layout of the Triforces, you can really have really different seeds. Like even a 2-2-0, we found that strength in DC that potentially could have opened up the whole of like adult spirit and things like that. So
Yeah. But fortunately, it wasn't anything. It seems like Shark is going to be finishing here.
here we go. Oh, she's gonna be so
Yeah.
happy. I'm so looking forward.
She's
to
going to
this.
be so
Yeah.
happy.
And here
the
we go.
7th place.
And it's still not bad. Thanks, love.
That is her PB as well. I'm pretty sure that is a was it 127? I think her fastest is 144. So I'm pretty sure that's a Shark PB.
Excellent. That's good to hear. Oh, and we have Cola getting scammed.
Cole
Would you
got
like-
a second wallet.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute whilst you interview Shark.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking, and thank you for a great race. It was so entertaining.
Cool.
We look
I'll
forward-
stick around. I'm just gonna let you chat for a bit.
Perfect. And we'll have Shark on in just a moment to interview her as well. See what she thought of the seed.
Yep.
She'll just probably
Good.
pop in here herself, because that's Shark.
Hopefully
So-
this is a nice play for Cola.
Yeah, I was just about to say, going back into Temple of Time here, I imagine go adult and then go back to ice, but that's got to feel really, really bad if you were that close.
Yeah, especially since it's literally like in the first room of ice.
Oh, and thanks, Baby Shark, for the raids, raiding into the stream as well. Just to finish up the race itself. And someone confirming in chat, new PB for Baby Shark.
Looks like we are not getting an ice play quite yet from Cola.
Congratulations, Baby Shark, on your PB.
Thank you.
GG.
Actually,
That was
I
GG.
don't know if that's a PB or not. I'm half tempted to say I've gotten a 125 before, but we'll take it as a new PB.
I mean, we'll just say it is for possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah. Also, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, what did you think of the seed?
I panicked a little bit. I don't like low step seeds.
Right.
Because the lack of hints, and I use hints to guide me everywhere. So, I was kind of pissed when I found out it was Rudo's letter. I'm like, oh shit, it's an ice.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I was gonna say, interesting little fact here. Koa was actually not too far away from you when you were going to GTG, but went away from ice for whatever reason.
Y'all like the Nehru
Yep.
strats in GTG. I just
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think...
You're the only restreamer to stream
Zuda
safely.
safely.
Zuda safe.
Yeah, I have a hard time doing shit without a shield, but I never grind up enough money, or I never get back to picking it up.
You had 300 rupees. You could have bought a shield.
Hey, Chuckles, I went to Forest.
Yeah, we saw, and we were very
Chuckles, I
surprised.
got roped into Forest.
Well, I didn't go to Forest because you need a hook shot to get into Forest. And
Did you
I
not
didn't have
get a
a
hook shot? You didn't get a
no, who needs a hook shot?
No, I found the graveyard path wanderer hint, and I said, "Oh, it's for Minuet. It's in Forest."
I know, that's exactly what I said, because I think my headspace was like, scale to hand in letter, because there's probably other ways of doing it as well. But then I
Once I
did
got-
think, if you get a hook shot, your ass is going into Forest. Like,
It's on-
that is...
Yeah, funnily enough, both Chuckles and Illigatra both didn't grab the hook shot. I think Chuckles, you went and got the bow in Lake, and then you were like, "That's it, I'm out."
Yeah, I was handing the letter. I wasn't doing anything in Lake, and I was like, well, that's the Wanderer done with the bow. Like, that's it. Move on. So I was quite lucky.
I was still in disbelief that it was in GTG. I got Eponas and I went, "Oh, it's in GTG, isn't it?" And I'm like, "That's shit."
Pona
Well, that's
is,
the thing. I didn't
Pona
have
was a wanderer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a hook shot even to get opponents, but when there was nothing in DMC, and the only song that would have been effective in there is the opponents, I was like, oh, it's GTG.
How did you get to GT? Oh, you reversed.
Yes.
That's right. We got Requiem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reversed wasteland is a thing.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that means
no,
that there must be a long shot somewhere as well. Like, the hook shot isn't
Yeah.
a hook shot.
Yeah.
Cole is
kept telling
going back
myself-
into Forest. Sorry.
Oh. As soon as I saw the Sarias, as soon as I saw the Sarias OOT, I said, "Oh, never mind. It can't be in Forest." Too late. I've already done most of Forest though. The only reason I didn't go do Phantom Ganon is because I didn't have a shield.
Well, speaking of Phantom Ganon,
Let's go, Koa.
Get your bets in, is Phantom Ganon a key or not?
I feel like it's a key. It's usually always a key. At least in my seeds.
So yeah,
Oh, I
it seems
see.
like
Okay.
it seems like grabbing the hook shot in this seed actually makes you slower, unfortunately, because it leads you down so many different paths.
Yeah.
Ooh, where was double defense?
It was in the forest well.
Oh, okay. I never actually went and checked that. Oh my god, I opened it and then never went and got it! Just realized that.
That could have saved you a lot, but
A lot of trouble with those Southos.
I see Tobias decided to say I'm from the US. For those who don't know, I'm American, but I live in Germany at the moment. And it was the thing of, if I ever get put on Restream, what country do I get selected as?
Ah. Maybe you
Yeah,
just
it is.
switch between like one stream you do as American, and the next you do as German. Just
I
keep flip flopping.
I think I told Tobias I wanted to be Antarctica.
And then next you could be UK, and then next you could be Japan.
You know, I
That's
have
finished.
lived in Japan and the
I
UK
know,
too.
I know you have.
So I could be any one of those.
Just
How
have
about
a
New
unique
Zealand?
just have a unique flag only for shark, and it's just baby shark on the flag.
No, the flags are right. What the hells? We're just joking about which flag I should be.
What the hells?
Did I say what the hells? Oh my lord.
Oh dear.
Look.
Oh
It is
no.
10:30
All
at
roles
night.
removed.
It's 10:30 at night. Okay, I've been going since 4, and I'm working on a hangover. So
Impressive to be doing the race all with having a hangover as well.
Excuses, shark. I know.
my
Seriously.
birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been bad. Yeah, it wouldn't have been bad, but then literally after I got done partying, I got an email from college saying I got into college, so then we just partied again for the couple extra hours. So,
Which college did you get accepted into?
Florida Tech.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, congratulations.
Do you
Thank
know
you.
what you'll be majoring in, or are you still
Chemical
trying to figure-
engineering.
Chemical engineering? That's a good field to go into. My cousin is in chemical engineering for West Virginia.
Doc Heaps' pre-med degree was chemical engineering. I found that out the other day.
It's a pretty
Oh.
apt location because there's lots of sharks in Florida, isn't there? So you could be with all your cousins.
Yeah, there's also a lot of gators in Florida.
And a lot of crazy people too.
A lot of crazy people.
You're gonna be called Gator Shark.
Gator Shark.
Gator Shark.
I'm tempted to change my name to Not So Baby Shark because
You was old.
I was old now.
I mean, at least while you're in Germany, at least the drinking age is not 21.
That is true.
Mm. Yeah, we Europeans like having low drinking ages.
Yep.
Then again, Europe also doesn't have nearly as many cars or idiots on the road.
The Autobahn
We have our
begs
fair
to
share of
differ.
idiots, don't worry.
The Autobahn begs to differ.
The UK would like to,
Have
like,
you been
pose
in
a counter.
Alberta? Like,
Oh,
the
I can
density
confirm.
of bad drivers in Alberta is absurdly high.
No,
You
no.
might have gotten almost run over by people. It's
No.
insane.
I was gonna say the rest of the world is like, well, you know, you get all these grades, you know.
Oh, by the way, I can confirm this is a PB. I just went and looked at race time. This is a new PB for me.
Nice.
And my second ever finish on race time.
Your second ever.
Well, unless you count that one community race that I beat in like 6 hours.
That's under miscellaneous. That doesn't
That's
count.
under yeah, that's not under actual OT.
It's not the buses that are prone to hitting pedestrians, it's the
Oh
people
my
that
God.
are prone to hitting pedestrians. And there's the banana.
Oh no.
There is a banana.
That was a banana.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this seed was one that we didn't need to do Forest Temple in, but we're getting a nice little tour.
Does Cola have Eponas? Is Cola gone to DMC?
He just needs the ice cavern. He's...
Oh, okay.
Can't,
He did the yeah. He probably thinks that GTG is power, which is fair.
Oh.
I honestly wouldn't have thought of Ice Cavern unless I found that Kakariko power hint.
yeah, Kakariko was, I think, one of the big ones
Oh,
that had.
Kakariko was power. I'm guessing that's the Ruto's letter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found that in DMT Storms.
Ah, that was one of the ones I was going to head to. Like, my plan was do DMC and then go down, do like the other DMT checks. But then when I realised Epona's was in DMC, I was like, my ass is going to GTG.
Interesting fact, when I walked into the windmill, I debated on actually getting Ruto's letter or not. I did that the other day. There was a slingshot in there, and I'm like, I don't need it. I actually needed it to do Child Spirit, so I ended up having to take a back trip to get it. So,
Do you think that's one of the reasons you ended up picking it up this time? Do you think if that hadn't happened?
You know, one of the reasons why I went to Forest. Chuckles can explain the reason why I went to Forest.
Yes, you love Forest.
I have gotten screwed over by so many Blitz seeds where I think it can't possibly be in Forest, and then it always ends up being in Forest.
Yeah.
That is fair.
So Chuckles' rule of thumb is if Baby Shark goes to Forest, it's not in Forest. If Baby Shark doesn't go to Forest, it's in Forest.
Yeah, that's exactly the logic.
Mhm.
Yeah,
talking about
that's perfect logic.
Talking about the Ruto's letter location, I hope there was a load of these commands going into. Is that even a command still? Did that get removed?
The
Oh,
blame Tobias command.
dang.
Is it Ruto's letter though?
Was it Ruto's letter? I didn't even care. I just did it.
That was the bot broken.
Yeah, it would have been for Rudo's letter.
I could just do this.
Hell no,
I
the
guess
bot's
that-
broken.
Yeah. But, I mean, while we're here, let's thank our trackers and commentators for this showcase / race. I guess you can kind of say.
Yeah,
Thank
it's been a lot of fun so far, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our trackers and without our racers. So, thank you so much for providing that content. So,
And of course, we wouldn't be able to do it without our restreamer, Helena.
who always manages to get everything up and ready and show everyone's race all at the same time. It's it's not it's a lot of work, but it pays off, and we're very grateful for it.
Oh, the bot's not active. Well, that'll explain why the bot's not working.
Ah, yes.
Do I want to save my splits? Yes, please. I want to save my splits.
I would hope so. I mean, nice little PB there, so.
Yeah, I use splits for these because I normally don't find all three.
Yeah, no, it's always better to have the splits, especially when you're doing more of the races.
Yeah, that was
I would do splits for TF Blitz, to be honest.
I only do it because if not, like when I started doing the asyncs, I'd have to go back through my VOD and find out where I got my pieces and stuff, and it kind of just got annoying.
Oh,
Well, that's the
Tyler's
second cheer pack.
Cola's probably looking over this big chest and being like, "Oh, it's here! Thank goodness, it's over." And then,
Nope.
it's
Nope.
a bunch of cheese, and you've got hundreds of explosives already.
I'm happy that the piece was so early in ice because I'm walking up to ice and I went, I don't have a shield. I'm gonna have to push the block.
Push the block.
Oh yeah.
Push the
And-
block.
We were seeing that you had an unfortunate time in that back room of ice.
Oh,
I
yeah.
kept trying to roll and it would not let me jump. I'm like, why are you not letting me jump?
Yeah,
And then you-
and it been getting bombarded by the ice keys, and then you try to get.
Hashtag delete keys.
It was
Yeah.
like at the very end where you climbed up and got hit by like 2 keys like straight after each other.
I got hit by 2 ice keys and I don't actually know what they're called, the freeze things, all at the same time.
Yeah, it was.
that makes sense.
It was pretty unfortunate.
I think this might be an ice play.
Yeah, I think it has to be at this point.
Yeah.
Chuckles, did you find another bottle in KZ Skip, or did you go turn in Ruto's letter?
I did. I handed in Ruto's letter, but I did find another bottle at the top of Ganon's castle.
Oh, I never went into Ganon's.
Yeah, I went in
it
because I
It
thought
was
my
a
zero was
Poe.
there.
It was a Poe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a Poe.
I told myself, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go buy a shield in KZ Skip, and then I realized, oh wait, I don't have any other bottles.
Yep, I'm getting confirmed in chat. Yep.
Well, Cola has the second bottle.
Oh yes, then Cola can KZ Skip.
Yeah,
maybe
kinda
why
crazy
he.
to get
I think that's
into
why
that.
he dipped out of ice the first time, because he didn't have a second bottle.
Yeah, he
And
did.
he did. He did?
Yeah, he just bailed out of there because I think he might have miscounted steps for ice.
Well, then I don't know.
Which I'm sure is easy to do when you're like in the middle of a race and things, and you've got.
Or he's not going there.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh,
This
my
is down
sweet
the river.
child.
This is not up the river. This is going the wrong way.
Wrong.
But yeah. At least that Triforce piece in ice was a very nice location. Like being
Yeah.
like, the very first chest and not being.
Oh, he's going for this this one.
The gold scale.
Oh,
Oh, so there's the other scale then. So
that's right.
makes sense for Wanderer.
Yeah. I freaked out when I got the bomb bag in Lon Lon because I thought the zero piece was in DC at first.
Yeah, I
feel like everybody we talked to thought initially that the zero piece might have been DC.
Because about 95% of the time it is.
Can't even
Yeah.
get gold scale water until you get the long shots. So I think he's gonna do lap dive.
We know Lake is Wanderer, but does Koa know Lake is Wanderer?
I think he does.
I think Blake was. I don't know where that hint was actually.
There
Lake.
were 3 hints.
The lake hint was the first one that you found. I think was in Hyrule Castle, if I remember correctly.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yes,
Hyrule
that's
Castle
right.
one.
Because I saw it and I'm like, okay, let me play Serenade. And I'm like, wait, no, never mind. Let me go to Lon Lon first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember
Alright,
that.
let's all
Yeah.
say hi, Shark's cousin.
My cousin.
Yeah, I had the same thought, Shark. I was going to do Lon Lon, then play Serenade to get out of there, and then got Storms, and I was like, wait, I've already got ZL. I've already got a
Yeah,
bomb bag.
I'm like, it's in bottom of the well.
Yeah.
Furious
Oh,
Sword!
Oh,
No, no,
Oh no!
no, Koa,
Well,
no.
If Cola thinks
Oh.
this is the zero, if Cola thinks this is the zero, then it won't be in Cookie. It won't be in Deku because Deku's automatically one step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Anytime I
gold
see a
scale is like, wouldn't that technically be a step 2? Because gold scale is the only way to get that in
Yes.
logic.
yep,
so it's
so
minimum
would it
3.
yeah.
Like,
So
neither
technically-
scale blocks each other, but when they're combined, they do
need
lock
both of
that
them.
one.
So the interesting thing then is if the scales are path, then the scale could not be Wanderer in the graveyard. So
Yeah.
Epona screaming as Child Link is a perfect sound for Cola's seed right now and how he feels. I imagine.
I wish y'all could have heard my sound effects, but I had an audiobook of The Hobbit playing in the background, which is why my thing was named Hobbit.
Ah, right.
Very nice, soothing voice to listen to The Hobbit that randomly reads in German too.
He reads in German. I love it.
Randomly reads in German.
Hey, are you talking about T Grenadier?
Yes.
Oh no, I missed the story time. Oh no.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
they just did
That the
the
iron
first-
boots?
Iron boots.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding?
Is
Coleman's
he
just gonna
actually
go on an
go?
Oops World 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going back.
There he goes. Oh no.
No.
Cola is doing a fantastic job of clearing a lot of the game.
In under 2
Oh.
hours too. So
Wait.
Wait,
Is this
wait.
the quad
He has
dip?
Furores, but I don't know where he put it.
I'm so
Wanderer
confused.
Wanderer for there were 3 Wanderers technically.
Oh, GTG, he's gonna do toilet.
Oh no.
Does he think that both? Yeah, he must think that both of them are in.
Where's Song of
GTG.
Time at?
But this has to be like toilet's minimum what? Song of Time is one as well, so it's
Song of
minimum
Time,
5.
Iron Boots.
The 2 scales.
Where is Song of Time?
Probably in Ice
Oh,
Cavern.
it was thank you, it was Minuet.
Yep. It was Adults Forest, I do believe.
The bad thing about
Meadow.
Blitz is I don't tend to fill a tracker once I get going. I know you can
Fair.
revoke my tracker roll, okay, but once I get going
Oh
and
wait,
Blitz
no,
and I
it's
figure
not
out
in
where
Ice
things
if
are.
it's here. Oh. Where was it?
It was in Minuet.
Right.
Minuet chip.
Oh man.
This this
I mean,
can't
he's-
feel good. There's nothing worse being in a seat.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
only
I'll
10
think-
minutes left.
Yeah. Say, with 10 minutes left, I bet he's just probably kind of panicking a little bit.
Yeah.
About where's the last piece?
Oh yeah, that's true. Bolero is a nice pilot. Okay, that. Which is probably why Hookshot is also like Way of Wanderer too. Is
Yeah.
It's for because you can get to ice without you getting the hook shot and then go into fire.
Yeah, I can imagine there's got to be nothing worse than sitting there wondering what on earth you've missed or where you've got something wrong and just having, a pretty frustrating time every time you get somewhere. It's not the check.
Yeah, I remember something like that for one of my early seeds for Triforce Hunt, where it's like, oh, there's actually 2 pieces in Fire Temple. Oh, but you have to beat Volvagia to get the other one.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, that sounds
And then
painful.
Twin Rova having the last piece.
Oh.
There was an async, not this month. It was definitely not this month. Was it April? Was it March? April's? It's like the first batch of asyncs. There was a seed where all 3 of them were in spirit, but the path numbers were so vastly different. It was
Oh.
like 3, 14, and like 16.
I kind of figured
Because-
this was going to be key because I was
Oh,
keeping
wow.
track of stuff.
I struggle to keep track of keys in GTG.
I struggled to
you
keep track
probably
of keys
know
anywhere
more,
in
but
GTG.
do we know how many races of this Cola's done? Is this like one of his first times playing?
I haven't, from the races I play, I haven't seen him play a lot. I don't know about the asyncs. I haven't touched the asyncs in a while.
Oh, fair. There are the asyncs. Yeah, I'm just going through his race
Yeah.
time, and he's played a couple, but not many. So definitely still in maybe the weaning in phase of it, because it takes. Oh no, maybe he's played quite a few. Because it does take a lot to get into playing these because they are so vastly different from your regular standard Cs that you need a completely different mindset of tackling these and how to analyze the hints and where to go.
Did Cola get the hint that this is a bomb bag?
Yeah, I think he must. Did he not?
I mean, the fact that he's grabbing keys.
I think he might have thought that back chest was a big chest because he looked at the middle chest and I think he remembered. He kind of did a shield flash, being like, "Hey, that's definitely a bomb bag. I remember that." So
Yeah.
and then just left.
You can tell when I'm like getting annoyed at the seed because if I do something that's like hard or like annoying, I'll just start doing the standard like shield flicks or like crouch shield flicks, or just like crouching as child. It's just like, yeah, no, I'm just done with this.
What was in the forest? A double defense, the Stone of Agony.
Slingshot.
Oh, Chelsea, I picked up the Winter Heart piece for you. I picked it up, yeah. For chatting their meme percent.
I wonder where he's going now. I mean, it'd be pretty difficult for him to get to ice at this point with 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going child.
What's there left as child that he hasn't done yet?
Maybe he thinks it could possibly be
Javu
the Deku tree.
Or Deku Tree? Yeah.
I think it's probably Deku Tree he's thinking of.
If he thinks that he's missing power, which is the one he is missing, then Deku Tree makes sense. If it's not, and if he thinks it's the 0 one, then Deku Tree wouldn't make sense.
I think he knows he's missing the power piece, but he hasn't gotten the path for power, which would almost immediately send him careening towards Ice Cavern.
The only other sucky thing about this seed is because ZL is required, you will not get a second path hint because ZL can't be on pointed to on a path.
Nope.
So you're literally stuck with one path for wisdom, one path for power, and whatever wanderer hints you get.
I think maybe that should be something that could be looked into for these Blitz settings, putting ZL back in, because it is pretty important information for... Because the whole point of ZL being taken away was that in standard 98% of the time you need ZL, so ZL being way the hero, woo! But, you know,
and not
it's
only
probably...
that, but it also it tended to plug up the hints in standard, but in Triforce Blitz, since you're not going around doing every dungeon, then it's actually way more valuable.
Yeah, and there's a vast abundance of hints that you could have as well. You know, there's 10 path hints, you know, and everything, all the other always hints as well. So I think it's probably be an interesting thing to put back in and give a bit more direction.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's something to be looked into, because it's, as you were mentioning before, yeah, in a longer seed, ZL is pretty much like most of the time needed, but here it can, like, small things can vastly change your direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing ZL at least put back into the path rotation for Triforce Blitz. Because that, like, sure, it's like, oh, yeah, no, gee, thanks, game, but at the same time, that gives you a lot of information.
I thought both pieces were going to be in bottom of the well at the beginning.
I think most of us did think it was both pieces.
Oh
were
no!
Long shot.
The long shot.
Oh no! Cola must realize he's in too far deep. This is too many steps.
Yeah, we're
Well, the funny thing is that at least now we know. Yeah, you could go this convoluted path, or you could just, because the thing too is that is not hookshot locked either. So
yeah.
No, it's not. It's just gold scale locked.
Yeah. So story checks out, logic checks out.
Yep.
More importantly, long shot is not Epona's locked.
The other one was in Lake Hylia on Child Fishing.
Yep.
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 I just like how all of us are just simultaneously just like.
Yep. Did all of us get it? Maybe not.
Yes.
Did all of us get it? Maybe.
Chuckles, when did you get the hammer?
Like after Ganon's about 40, 50 minutes in.
I was just going back there to get the hint, and I said, "Oh, look, there's a big chest."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally about. Oh, go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say I thought it was funny that you got the Megaton hammer chest and Boulder Maze wasn't a big item, so it's just like, oh.
Yeah, but it was a good timing to get it because I wanted to do the whole of DMC, so I was like, cool, that's nice. Good time.
Yeah,
Gives you an
never
option to
went
do so.
back.
Yeah.
I never went back for the ferry. Because technically, if there was something on that ferry, then technically it wouldn't have been 0.
I don't know about you, Shark, when you play these, but in the last kind of 10 minutes of these, logic goes out the window, and I'm just in
Yeah.
a dungeon. I've got
It's
to be
scramble,
in a dungeon.
get
at
in a
this point.
dungeon. Yeah,
Yeah,
get
I
in
don't
a
care what dungeon it is, just get in it.
Get in a dungeon. I don't care if it's so far out of logic that, I just backflip over Mido. Like, get in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on
Gold
the last
scale
minute.
water. Gold scale water. Just get in there.
Yeah, do checks in a dungeon.
Checks in a dungeon.
Because sometimes, you get to this point and you are...
Oh
You know,
my!
Oh
something's
my
wrong.
god. Oh, okay.
There we go.
I was thinking to myself, is that like hovers? Do we have the full bait?
Oh, wow.
Oh, Chuckles,
would've
did you
been
get,
bait.
Oh, you didn't go into forest. I got slingshot percent this seed.
Oh, I got a slingshot.
There was the sling. My final slingshot was in the first check in forest.
Funny enough that Koa didn't check the hints down there because I think that was the hint stone.
That's the hint stone that tells you cactus to power.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the indicator. That would have been the one.
And finish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Time.
It died.
We'll see if Cola wants to join us.
I think my phone just died too, right on the 2-hour mark.
Oof, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Well, like I had an audiobook going, for the 2
Yeah,
hours.
that's fair.
It's good coordination, is what that is.
Get
Or
better
maybe just
phone.
updated. I don't know.
Or maybe just have it on the charger when you're having, audiobook.
Yeah, but my USB ports are all taken up by my GameCube controller adapters.
Oh,
The thing
okay.
takes up two USB ports.
Okay, GameCube controllers obviously take higher priority.
Yeah,
Literally
100%.
needed to play the game.
And yeah, just as Hell Knight has put up, next week, same time, starting at the same time, we'll have the tournament qualifier next week, so that'll be exciting. And we also have another race on Monday, which should be going through at 2 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Central Eastern. As well, if you're enjoying the content, if you want to get a bit more involved, we're always looking for more volunteers. So if you fancy trying to give a shot at some tracking, this new Triforce Blitz is a really good way to get involved with the game. It only takes 2 hours of your time maximum, so we'd love to have you over.
Just to let you know that Cola's actually going to just pop in for a bit.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
Just waiting for them to join the channel and I'll pull them out.
Hola! Hey, how's it going?
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Yeah, where's the second strength?
No one
I don't know.
knows.
No one
No one
knows.
knows.
We never got the second strength.
Wait, really? I
Yeah.
was so sure I was searching for second strength.
Ah,
But we
right.
did- But
So
we
you'll
did
be-
find all three pieces on restream very quickly.
You'll probably be saddened to hear that the third Triforce piece was in the ice cavern.
Oh. Oh. That's
Yeah, you
fantastic.
were right there.
Yeah.
You were there about an hour ago, and then you went
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
funny
went
because
away.
you were in Ice Cavern at one point, and you just dipped out of it.
Yeah, I dipped out of it because I don't have a Kakariko either, and the Ritus
You,
letter was there.
You walked
Mhm.
past it. It was in DMT Storms.
Ah, shit.
At least that's where I found mine. Chuckles didn't find one.
Oh.
Yeah, I just rushed ice.
Yeah.
I found a
Yeah.
letter 5 minutes in, and I was going ice at some point.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
also
what,
pick up a hook shot either, so a couple of our runners didn't pick up the hook shot and they finished first.
Yeah.
Like the hook shot took you way, way past because it opened up so much that it just wasn't needed.
Like, damn, I was hunting for hints so hard as well, and I didn't find the way there. So I was thinking for the longest time, what can even be the other thing, and I was so sure that it was just gonna be storms, because, like, what else can it be?
Hmm.
So it has to be storms somehow. So I thought it was gonna be the fire arrows, basically. And somehow Din's is also locked by storms.
So
Uh,
when you got your GTG piece, did you think that was the 2-path one, or did you think that was the 0-path one?
No, that was the zero path one for sure.
Yeah, because we were thinking, oh, you may think that GTG one was the 2-path one, so you're checking a bunch of like forest and stuff like that, which is potentially 0-path to find the
Oh
zero.
no, I was just mostly searching strength 2 basically, because
Mhm.
like, well, there could be one of 2 strength 2s at that point.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was gonna be going into Spirit Temple.
yeah, it was. We were pretty convinced that you were just gonna go forward and go into ice and finish up the seeds. So we kind of wondered what the logic was there. But I guess if you were looking for strength too, and that was what you were focused on.
Well, the thing is, I was just hunting hints. That's why King's Aura skipped. That's the only reason. Like, I just wanted to know maybe another Wanderer hint or the Way of the Hero, and I just didn't find that hint.
Yeah, bit unfortunate, really.
I went like everywhere to search hints, and I didn't get a hint for it. And then, obviously, I found like the cookie sword, which I knew couldn't possibly have the piece in Decatry, because like you get both scales and then you get the cookie sword. That's obviously PathCon 3.
Yeah, but then I was saying to everyone else, like 10 minutes left of the siege, you just want to get your ass in a dungeon and start doing some dungeon checks.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
mean,
case.
Ice Cavern was the other option, but I just didn't feel like it was possible for me to still miss away the hero.
Mm,
But
Yeah, that's
apparently it was possible.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
So I guess the ZL hint, we were talking about the ZL hint, doesn't, we feel like, and it might need to be confirmed, can't be path.
Yeah,
the
ZL
moment.
can't be path.
And, well, ZL would have been required for both the storms, the bottom of the well piece, and also, so even if it was hintable, it would have been potentially taken up by a wisdom path as well.
Yeah, that's fine though. To be honest, if you get another path to CAC, I guess, then you might be thinking more about the Riddle's letter, but
Mm-hmm. You just got to meme more, Cola. That's the
Mhm.
flaw in your game.
I guess so, right?
Rush eyes.
I mean, I rushed the toilet at the end for the key, and then
You
that
did,
didn't
yes.
help me even.
And still didn't have enough keys to get to the center.
I went to the end of the maze and I was like, wait, I'm still missing a key.
Yeah, I know. I did the same as well. I was missing 2 keys at that point. I was like, how do I only have 3 keys after doing 3/4 of GTG? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there ended up being 3 keys beyond the strength 2, apparently.
That is pretty crazy. And then that is it's a bomb bag there that's hinted apparently as a sometimes hint.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's cool.
I knew the seed. I knew the seed was going to be a mess when I saw sometimes hints. I went, "Oh God, it's one of those seeds."
Well, when I saw
Yeah.
4 sometimes hints, I was like,
I
well,
was like, "Oh crap."
they almost can't be bothered picking up hints because they're just going to suck, aren't they?
Yeah.
Actually, the hints are gonna be very powerful in that instance because you basically get laid out the spoiler log if you have all the hints.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go wherever the hints tell you, and you have every item you need to beat the seed at that point.
Yeah, like one of the Colossus hands was some Deku nuts. I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
I think that was the SFM, and there was like 3 sometimes hints in a row in SFM.
Yeah, it
Like, oh,
was.
no.
It was like Sun Songs on Prelude.
Mhm.
Something about the hands of the Colossus, and I forget what the last one was. I just
Yeah.
didn't write any of them down. I'm like, I'm not gonna need to know any of these.
Oh yeah, for the longest time I was also worrying about the double graveyard wanderer there. Because like one of them was it strength? I think so.
It was Minuet and Scale.
Scale
Oh,
and
it was
Minuet.
a scale and minuet. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of also something that drove me to Forest, to be honest, because there's minuet, you know.
That's also why I went to Forest, was because of Minuet. I'm like, oh, okay, it's just in Forest Temple.
Hey, you can't go into Forest Temple if you don't have a hook shot.
Oh, I got it.
That's all I'm saying.
Because of the Lake of the
Can't go to
Okay.
fire if you don't have a hook shot. Can't go to forest if you don't have a hook shot. I had limited options, really.
Yeah, that's fair, but you know, Lake is double path of
Yeah.
Wanderer as well, so
Yeah, I said if I had a hook shot, I would have been in forest. I would have been in fire. Like,
with the one
It's
path to
serious.
Lake, I actually ignored it because I saw the bow in
Yeah.
the Lake Hylia, so I actually ignored the rest of Lake Hylia then.
yeah, that was definitely some of my fortune in that. I went to hand in the letter and I just picked up the bow en route, and I was like, okay, Lake Hylia, Wanderer, that's done. Don't need
Yeah,
to do anything else.
I didn't hand in the letter. I just went and wanted to read the hints outside of the lake. So while I was there, I peeked the item there, but I didn't do child fishing at the same time.
And then you found the other hook shot in Deku, which opened up
Yeah.
the zero, confirmed the zero path of GTG as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was already confirmed by Epona being a Path of Wanderer
In
and not a
DMC,
Way
yeah.
Hero.
Yeah.
Because there had to be an alternative to Epona.
Yeah, yeah.
So you clearly had a Sphere Zero in GTG there.
Well, at least this isn't the qualified state, Cola. At least you've
Yeah.
got this is you can chalk this one off, and then next week you could be top of the tree. So
Next week, I will be back to not finishing seeds. Like, this is only the second ever Blitz scene on race time I've actually beaten in under 2 hours. And I've beaten one async in under 2 hours.
I usually beat them under 2 hours, but not this time. I was missing a crucial hint, and that just kind of screwed me over, and then I also didn't go into the correct place.
I'm
Yeah,
coming for you, Chuckles. I will beat you one day.
you can play another game if you want and beat me at that. That's fine. Well, Hell Knight said he's going to get pizza, so I think good time to confirm that the tournament qualifier is the same time next week. So 7. Well, what is it? 8 p.m. Central European time. I don't know. I'm trying to use a common.
9. It was 9 p.m. Central European time.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Central European time, UK time, 8 p.m. And I think
That's it. That's what I wanted to go off, but people aren't British, so
we're the odd ones out, unfortunately.
Yeah. And for my American friends, 3 o'clock Eastern time.
there we go. We also potentially have a mixed pools Swiss round 2 match on Monday, pending on volunteers. So we'll potentially be
who's playing
online
that?
earlier. That would be 2 French gods of Zuta. That would be Ryukane and Tom Poos.
Oh,
Both
spicy.
1-0 currently, so both will be trying to hit that 2-0.
Thank you,
So
Helmet.
that'd be absolutely fantastic. Really
Yep.
interesting to watch. I think me and
Thank you.
Wolfie are commentating, so we'll see you then.
Mhm.
I can't commentate mixed pools. It gives me a headache just watching it.
Yeah,
You
it
can-
gives me a headache, and I need to prepare for a D&D session on Thursday that I'm DMing. So
Oh, exciting.
yeah, I'm using Mondays as my day as prep. So I need all the brain capacity I could have, which is not.
Well, I use a note sheet for mixed pools. It makes things a lot easier.
I mean, yeah, but if you're just watching, you might not take notes as thoroughly.
Yeah, I actually think watching would be more confusing than actually playing, because
Yeah.
at least playing you need to know where you're going, and watching you're just like, wait, what was that door? Where did that go to? Like,
Yeah, especially if you like jump in half an hour into the seed and
I-
just don't have a clue what's going
Yeah.
on anymore.
Chuckles, I
when-
think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, especially when runners just like mash through test boxes and it's like, wait, what did that say?
I think the only reason I watched all of Chuckles mixed pools yesterday was copious amounts of alcohol. So,
that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect logical sense. Yeah, I agree with it.
All right, we're off
Okay,
to go raid
so-
CSR.
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming over and watching.
Thanks,
Thanks to all the
everybody.
runners. We really appreciate you allowing us to restream it and everything. It's been really good fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing more of everyone in the future.